What's up, everyone? I got some breaking news. There's a new mayor in town. I guess you could say like a new sheriff in town. We got a new mayor here in Angeles City. The new mayor here is cracking down on the walking street and Fields Avenue. I'm getting this information off a Facebook group called City Information Office Angeles City. There's articles in here explaining what he's doing, the changes that he's doing. But the one that caught me here was, it says, Mayor Lazantine to Fields Avenue businessmen, do not hire minors. Article goes on to say, Mayor Carmelo Poggi, Lazantine Jr., warned businessmen at Fields Avenue not to hire minors or face foreclosures. Mayor Lazantine told some 156 businessmen who attended the meeting at Angeles City Session Hall on Saturday afternoon. Mayor Lazantine urged the businessmen, most of whom doing business along Fields Avenue all the way to the Koreatown at Friendship Road, not to hire minors in their workplace. Mayor Lazantine also urged them to conduct drug tests on the workers. He said prostitution will not flourish under his administration. Let me stop right there. First of all, the comments I'm making are my comments only. They're my thoughts, and they're what I think about it. So with that being said, he was saying here in this article, urging the businessmen to conduct drug tests on their workers. Here's the thing. The owners, let's say the bar owners, even probably the hotel owners and even restaurant owners and stuff, they're not gonna pay for their employees to get drug tests. It's not how it works here. The bars, the bar owners, they're all about the money. They're all about how much money they can squeeze out of these girls. They're gonna, if they make it mandatory, the girls are gonna wind up paying for it. The bar owners aren't gonna put out that money. Good idea. I mean, I think it's great. But will it happen? In my opinion, will it happen? Nah. Not if the bar owners are gonna have to pay for it. They're gonna make the girls pay for it. Prostitution will not flourish under his administration. I don't know. I mean, he says so. I mean, if that's what he wants, then, good for him. I think it's a good thing that he's, I guess, trying to clean up Angeles City. I mean, that part of Angeles City. The local chief executive said the city government will clear Fields Avenue, the perimeter road, all the way to Friendship Road, Mendicants, Abulant, I have no clue what that is. Vendors, street children, mostly from Bajals, street children, most of whom Bajal. Bajal's an area here where a lot of the, I guess you would say, like, people don't have much, squatters and stuff. They come from that area. Gate prostitutions, uncollect garbage, and clogged waterways. Let me stop right there. Here's the thing: when you're walking up Fields Avenue, walking street, and all that, you will always see kids walking around trying to sell things, flowers or gum. And the sad part is, you'll see the parents leading them through, using their kids to try to sell things, like I said, like gum, candy, and things like that. They're trying to get rid of that. I don't think it belongs there either. Another thing you'll see is vendors set up that don't have permits, and they're removing them. A lot of times the vendors will sit there with their kids. Do kids belong in that area? I guess it's a moral thing. I mean, I've gone down through there, and we've gone to eat. And, we've had Hannah Grace with her, and we've just gone there to eat at a certain restaurant. Is it right, is it wrong? I don't know. But I do think minors just roaming around there are wrong, shouldn't happen, because there are sick, disgusting, foul people in that area that will take advantage of the miners. And it says they're going to clean up the clogged waterways. Good. I mean, that's why a lot of it floods. Mayor Lazantine, along with City Hall employees and the Angeles City PNP, on Saturday evening conducted a clearing operation along Fields Avenue up to Koreatown and Friendship. We will have an impressive city that is conductive. Let me start over. So I'm not that great of a reader. That was one of my things in school that I just wasn't good at reading. We will have an impressive city that is conductive for tourism and business, said Mayor Lazantine, who was eyeing a tourism master plan. He reiterated that there should be no minors working, no illegal drugs, and no prostitution in Angeles City. And then it goes on to say about an executive order that they put into effect. But anyways, yeah, he's cracking down. Is it a pony show? I don't know. How can they enforce it? You know, time will tell. And another article I was seeing, Fields Avenue clearing operation. Angeles City Mayor Carmelo Pogai Lazantine Jr. led a clearing operation along Fields Avenue, particularly the walking street on Saturday evening. The city government is a bid to have an impressive city moves to clear, and a city government in a bid to have an impressive city moves to clear Fields Avenue of illegal vendors, vagrants, prostitutes, and minors. And it goes on to say the people that were involved, you know, a lot of people, barangay counselor, executive assistant, chief advisor, along with the PMP, Station 4. But they went through and Saturday, and they were removing things. I mean, you know, if you've seen Friday's video where I walked down Walking Street, there was like cars parked, there were motorcycles parked, and that was the first time I ever seen it. And like I said, you have vendors set up all over the place. You know, yeah, they're there, they're trying to make money. They're at the prime location, there's a lot of action, a lot of people there all the time. But I guess if you don't have a permit to be there, he's saying get off, get out. You know, and with this freelance stuff and stuff, I mean, you see it all the time too. And you know, the gay prostitution. You know, there's a place called Phillies here, and every time you walk by there in the evening, you know, the gays, the lady boys and all that, they're all out front there, you know. To each their own, I guess. But he doesn't want that. You know, it's a good thing he's trying to clean it up. And I've always said, you know, the walking street is what it is, but, you know, it's trash. It's trash. I mean, up to a couple months ago, the road was beat up. They finally cleaned that up, but they never repaved anything. There's garbage all over the streets. You know, why can't each bar put somebody out there to clean up the garbage in front of their bar, or even the city have somebody to cleaning up the garbage all the time? The city does have people, you see them in the morning, that do sweep up the garbage. They sweep up all the trash, but, you know, what is it? From after they're done until they return the next day, you know, the streets are, you know, become a garbage can. Everybody throws it on the streets. I mean, I just think it's sick. I mean, you know, they should clean it up. Like I said, these are my opinions. Another thing that I think the mayor, good idea if the mayor could do something about this. Like I said, my opinion. Truck drivers overcharging people. I think it's disgusting. I think it's nasty how they get away with it. I think it's criminal how they get away with it. There is a set fee established here in Angeles City per kilometer. I can walk across the street from the walking street over MacArthur and catch a trike and a trike line going all the way down to Marquee Mall for about 53 pesos, which is almost twice as far as it is from, say, the end of Walking Street to SM Mall. Those truck drivers along Walking Street, Fields Avenue, no matter where you're at, you can walk out of JJ's, walk up the street about 20 feet and see the mall. They charge 100 pesos. And it doesn't matter if you're Filipino, it doesn't matter if you're a foreigner, they charge 100 pesos. It should be a 50 peso to a 53 peso at the most, according to the set law and what they have established here per kilometer. But they get away with it. They get away with it because they all stick together. They get away with it because nobody says anything to them. And it's a shame, that they do that. There's no reason, for them to overcharge, and that's what they're doing, and get away with it. I can get twice as far for 53 pesos. Just my thoughts. Remember, there's another thought. Clean up these streets from the people that are parking on the sidewalks, for the vendors that are throwing their businesses out on the sidewalks. Why should people, Filipinos, Americans, foreigners, whoever, walk down the street and have to walk out in the road because somebody decided that their personal parking lot is the street? I'm going to park my car here because I own this business, so that gives me the right to park my car here. Or motorbikes, trikes. I'm going to park here and wait to catch people and give them a ride. It's okay for you to do that, but other people have to walk around you and possibly get hurt because you decided that was your personal parking lot. That's another thing I think, and like I said, even vendors will throw their businesses, throw stuff right out on the street or right out on the walk, and you can't walk, just my thought. But yeah, I think it's great. Every administration, no matter where you're at in the world, when they take office, they want to change things how they want it to be changed. And I think it's great that the mayor is trying to make changes here. I hope the changes he makes stick. Or is it a pony show? I don't know. I don't know. I'm sure there are people are going to leave it, their comments saying, whatever they feel. Oh, it's the Philippines, this, and I think it's great that he's doing it, doing this. I just hope it continues to do this. You can go through and you can clear a street here, and a day or two later, it's going to be filled back up again because nobody's going to be there to implement, the changes. It falls on a person. It falls on a person himself. But anyways, like I said, the new mayor of Angeles City is cracking down, and he's cracking down on the Walking Street, and he's cracking down on Fields Avenue. I applaud him for doing it. I hope he can continue to do things like that, and we'll see what happens.